Okay, hey friends, it's been a while since I've been on here. We've been going through some stuff with our family. My father suffers with dementia, and we've been trying to get his home cleaned out and switched over for my sister to be able to stay there and fully take care of him. So we've been extremely busy with that. And then we've had a little bit of a financial issue lately. My husband's job has been cutting some hours here and there. And as you know, if any weekly change hits your bank, you're going to feel it. So I think a lot of people are going through this right now. Things are getting a little bit questionable with the job market. So as I stated before, we're really trying to stay with locally shopping and only buying things that we really need or can use. And this is going to include thrift shopping for us. We're not buying any new stuff at this point. So I'll start over here with this. We got an oil lamp, which we will be using this winter. We're going to try to switch back to being fully off-grid, and this will help us with the lighting in the night because we don't really want to draw on our solar at nighttime when we're not bringing in solar array. So things like oil lamps will help. We have another one that's an actual real American antique lamp, but this one is, I think, just a remake of one of those, but it was only $12, if you can see that. And we got this at a flea market that's local to us, and I really enjoyed that store, so we'll be going back there looking for things we need. And this is another thing we can use. It is a over the top of a stove percolator, or you can put this on a campfire. And we don't use an electric coffee pot anyway. We usually use a drip system or a French press, but this will make quite a bit more coffee than what we are able to make at the time. So my husband can fill up his thermos and take it to work and stay warm on those really cold days that are coming ahead. And that was only $9.50 for this, and it's enamel. I like that. I like the enamel coffee pots and actual pots that you can cook on the stove with. They're pretty cool. So I was happy to find this as well. This was only $2. I've lost the tag that was on it, but it's a Himalayan mountain cookery cookbook. It's an old cookbook, but these are treasured recipes for me because we love Indian food, and this is just full of it. Really healthy dishes, dal, all that stuff. So I don't actually have any books like this, so I was excited to get that. Okay, another place we stopped at was over in Dalton, Arkansas, and this was a store that Lori from Whippoorwill Holler and her husband used to own, and it is just a small, like, Amish type store. So I grabbed a few things when we stopped in there, and I got some instant no-cook starch gel, and you can use this in canning and like apple pie filling and stuff like that. I got a little thing of caraway seeds for bread making, and a container of baking powder. This is aluminum free. I have some in my Azure cart, but I actually needed it right now, so that wasn't too bad for $4.13. And some dried onions. We always use these in the wintertime. I actually prefer dried onions in most cases, especially in the winter when we don't have a lot of fresh stuff on hand. So that was, we did get a big 50-pound bag of sugar for our fruit and jam preservation and stuff. I've got some things I'm making with the Pomona's pectin that doesn't really require sugar, but there are going to be a few things that we do use that in. So I think that bag was $53. It was actually a little bit cheaper than Azure Standard. And we stopped at the American Made General Store that is also local to us. And I was actually going there to get some deer apples that would have been 40 pounds for $18. And I was going to can as much as I could of those. You know, they are second apples. They've always got a lot of blemishes on them and stuff, but they're always usable. But these obviously aren't those apples. They had just sold the last 40-pound container of those that we got when we walked in. So we ended up just going with this. It was a 15-pound, or no, it's a half bushel, but it was $15. Yeah. So I can still make quite a bit of stuff. I'm probably just going to make mostly apple pie filling and can this. You will be seeing this pretty soon. It's starting to cool off pretty well here in Arkansas, so we're going to finally get to start doing our canning, because remember, we are in a camper. It's not very good for canning in the summer. You get very, very heated inside of a camper, even with the air going full blast. So we're going to use that heat for our benefit when it's cool, and it is canning season, y'all. Okay, ignore my mess over here. We've got some extra stuff sitting in the floor, like we bought some olive oil and stuff to stock up on, but I just don't have it put away yet. But we're going to continue over here with our thrift. And I'm sorry, guys, I have a little bit of a cold. Excuse that. I'm sorry if I sound strange or if I'm sniffling. I'm sorry. But we are also buying all of our clothes that we can used. Now, some of the stuff for my husband has to be new because he is in a very, he's rough on clothes. He's a roofer, so they go through clothes pretty often. You can imagine what happens with those. They get ripped and torn and everything. But for myself and my son, we can pretty much stick with the stuff from the thrift stores. So, like that, like stuff like this, you can look it over really well. Try to pick out things that are still in really good shape, and a lot of the times it will still last you a very long time. This actually came from the Goodwill. I don't always find things there, but this day I was pretty lucky. They actually had my size in some things, so I got a pair of jeans here, and every single one of the clothing items were $4.99, except for this jacket right here. It was $6.99, and I grabbed a couple of things for my son too. I'll show you here in a second. The jeans, I think, actually were $5.99, but the sweaters were all $4.99. So these were in good condition, so they're going to last me for a long time, and I was happy to get those. I got several pretty sweaters here that I'm so excited about, because it just happened to be all the right colors for right now, and they're all in really good condition. Like I said, it's almost like it was meant for me when I walked in there, because normally I don't find stuff, and it just happened to be all my favorite colors and size, so I was happy. This is a cute little light jacket that I found, and I'll wear that until it gets really cold. And I do have a coat that I have up here with me that I can switch over to when it gets really cold. There is a button-up shirt. This was in really good condition. It almost looks new, and that was from Old Navy. I don't really pay attention to brands. I just basically look at the condition and quality of things, and that looks nice, so I got that. I love this red sweater. It's actually kind of like I don't know how to describe this red. It's not a normal red. It's kind of like a fallish, rustic looking red. Rusty. I don't know. But it had a really nice detail down here on the bottom with the curved bottom. I thought that was really pretty, and they're so soft, so I'll be happy to wear that. And then this is my other favorite one right here. It's also really pretty, a nice texture and design on it, and also with a pretty bottom on it. So I'll be glad to get into those when it gets really nice and cold. I even found some pajama little things. That's just a thermal, but it's really nice and big for pajamas. I usually wear things that are a little bit too large. And then a pair of pants. These were both $3 and change. And for my son, I found a pair of jeans, and I think those were also $4.99. I wasn't really, they were in the boys. They do look a little bit like girls, but you know, it really doesn't matter when you're on a tight budget. And if it looks okay when they put it on, then you know what, and if it fits, that's fine. So these are a little bit big, but he's growing like crazy, so they'll fit him pretty soon. And like I said, they're almost like brand new. So he got that. He actually got a little jacket that we are going to have to wash and do a little bit of sewing on to repair on the inside, but on the outside it was in good condition, so that's fine. So anyway, this is where we're at with our shopping at the moment. We are still going to be ordering from Azure, and it's going to be just only things we need. And also, to save a lot of money, we have invested in buying a half of a cow. I did want to show you guys that, but when we got back, it was a 3.5-hour drive. So when we got back, we really needed to get it loaded into the freezer. But I will at some point show you at least what it looks like in the freezer and what you could expect. The cow that we purchased from was a total of 585 pounds. So it was a grass-fed, grass-finished cow. So they're usually smaller. A lot of your grain-fed cows are going to be over 1,000 pounds. So there is a difference there when you order that way. But we ended up with almost 300 pounds in that half order, and it was $1,083. That sounds like a lot, but it breaks down to $3.75 a pound. So that's much cheaper than what you are going to pay in the grocery stores, and it's a lot healthier. We know what's in it, and that's for all of your, not just ground beef, but your steaks, T-bones, ribeyes, roast, all of that, $3.75 a pound. So that is going to save us a lot of money. So the only thing we're not stocked up now is chicken, you know, and maybe other cuts of meat like pork and lamb. We are also looking into, from the same farmer, getting a part of a pig or pork. We haven't fully decided on that yet. We're still thinking it over, but he has good quality Berkshire pork, so we are probably going to go that way with that also. So anyway, if you guys have any questions on any of that stuff that I can help you with, especially if you live in Arkansas. We are in Northeast Arkansas. The farmer that we bought our cow from is in kind of central Arkansas. The processor was in Clinton, Arkansas, and it was Cypress Valley. So if you are in that area and you don't know how to get in touch with these people, I can help you. I will gladly help you. This is an amazing family that does this, and I really do like them. So if I can point you their way, I would be so happy to do so. So anyway, I'm gonna hop off of here. We've got to go get a few more things done today. It is the weekend here, so we are running behind, obviously, because of the whole family things going on, and we're done with the garden over here right now. We're in basically preparation for wintertime, and that's what we're doing at the moment. And we're about to go get a few things we need ahead of the cold that's coming. So anyway, I'm gonna jump off of here, and I will see you very soon. It'll most likely be on canning videos. I also have some recipe videos coming up on basically budget meals. If you are interested in that kind of thing, stick around. If you have any suggestions on things you'd like to see, just let me know. I'd be happy to help you guys, or give you something you want to see. But anyways, I'm gonna get off of here, and I love you all. I miss you. I promise I will be back on here soon to be able to hopefully watch, you know, all of my favorites on here. Like I said, we've been so short on time. And I've also injured myself lately. I forgot to add that. I've got a really bad injury on my knee, and I hurt my wrist. I was walking out the other day to hurry up and get the awning in because we had a storm coming, and I tripped and fell in a hole and really hurt myself. So I don't know if it's that age thing kicking in or what. I do have multiple sclerosis, so who knows, maybe that's it. But anyway, I wasn't trying to make this too long. I'm gonna hop off of here. I've said that like 4 times now. I love you all. I miss you. I really do miss you, and I will be back soon. All right, bye friends.